Today we will learn how to perform torpedo attacks against enemy targets. You will learn how to acquire and hold a lock before firing, as well as how to perform a manual bombing run or dumbfire attack. When targeting large ships, you may target individual components such as the hull or engines. This allows you to surgically remove the enemy ship's armament by targeting the individual lasers or destroying their shield generators. You will fly the TIE bomber designated Beta 1. It is a special heavy version of the basic TIE starfighter. Armament consists of twin warhead launchers and 2 wing panel mounted lasers. It is slower and less maneuverable than the TIE fighter, but has a much stronger hull. For this mission, your craft is armed with the standard load of 6 proton torpedoes. Proton torpedoes are self-propelled warheads with a tracking and homing system. You may acquire a lock as far as 6 kilometers away from your target. This allows you to stay well outside the range of enemy guns. There will be no opposition at first, but eventually you will engage hostile and heavily armed starships. When you run out of torpedoes, you will want to get reloaded. Transport Omicron will leave the hangar when you've launched all your torpedoes. You may request that the transport board you to resupply your warhead load. To request a reload, target the transport and press Shift B. Alternatively, you can dock with the platform by re-entering the hangar and rearming your craft via the display menu in the in-flight HUD. In this mission, you will learn how to target and destroy enemy craft using proton torpedoes. Your first targets will be 2 stationary containers, followed by a moving freighter. Afterwards, you will then engage a hostile corvette and learn how to engage targets without using an active lock or dumbfiring. Finally, you will engage a heavier target along with several friendly TIE bombers to assist you. When you run out of torpedoes, you can either use Transport Omicron to rearm your ship in the field, or you can return to the platform's hangar to rearm. Simply fly within 100 meters of the platform's main hangar to receive the Enter Hangar message. To receive a reload from the transport, target it and press Shift B. Rendezvous with the transport and come to a full stop. Omicron will dock with you and your warhead launchers will be replenished. This will take several seconds. You can repeat this as many times as you need during the mission. You will receive further instructions in flight. Follow your instructor's commands to the letter.
Craft departing. Pay attention, Beta 1. Today we'll learn how to perform bombing runs. Your craft is armed with a standard proton torpedo loadout. This torpedo is the most commonly used anti-capital ordnance. It's not particularly fast or maneuverable, but it packs quite a punch on impact. Press the T key to select the first container. Now switch your weapon system to your warhead launcher by pressing the W key. The targeting box will turn yellow to indicate it is locking on. When the box turns red, you will have a lock and may fire the weapon. now target the second container. Your craft needs to be aimed directly at your target in order to acquire a lock. Fire when ready and destroy the second container. Well done. Let's try a larger target. Target the freighter and steer your craft to maintain the lock. Fire one torpedo as soon as you have a solid lock, indicated by the red box. You'll notice one torpedo didn't quite do the job. The CMD will show the target's hull has been severely damaged. Throttle up and close to cannon range and finish it with lasers. Well done. It's very easy to shoot down unarmed targets though. Let's try something with a little bite, shall we? Target the enemy corvette that just entered the area. Throttle up, lock on, and fire 2 torpedoes. The faster you move when firing, the faster the relative velocity of the torpedoes. You'll notice that some or all of your torpedoes were shot down. Hostile starships will actively target and destroy incoming torpedoes that are actively tracking a locked target. Therefore, you will need to adjust your tactics. Instead of locking on to a target and firing, aim manually and dumbfire your warheads. The enemy starship will no longer be able to target them. This requires precision aiming on your part. If you are within weapons range of a starship, your warheads will likely get shot down anyway, but firing at a distance requires calculated timing. Go ahead and make another attack run on the corvette. This time attempt to dumbfire your torpedoes. You're running low on ordnance. We should rearm you. You can request a rearm from Transport Omicron by targeting it and pressing Shift B. Fly close to the transport, throttle to 0, and let it dock with you. After a few seconds, the reload is complete and will disengage. Alternatively, you can also dock with the platform or your assigned command ship in the field. In this case, approach the station and fly within 100 meters of its hangar. You should see a message offering you to re-enter the hangar. This method is usually the best and quickest way to rearm.
Order acknowledged.
craft is being rearmed. Looks like you took some heavy damage. New warheads have been installed in your craft. Your craft is being rearmed. New warheads have been installed in your craft.
afraid to practice your dumb-firing torpedo runs at greater distances. Try to anticipate your aim by leading your target and firing ahead of where you think its position will be by the time the torpedoes arrive.